If you're still buying European or American motorcycles, you need to see this immediately. And you're not the only one making this mistake. Right now, while riders are spending thousands on repairs for their premium bikes, smart owners are quietly scooping up Japanese motorcycles that mechanics call indestructible. Industry insiders just confirmed what we've suspected for years. Japanese engineering from the golden era is unmatched. This happened because companies like Honda and Yamaha perfected their designs over decades, creating machines that simply refuse to quit. We're talking about failure rates so low, they're statistically irrelevant. So if you want a motorcycle that'll outlast your grandkids, stop looking at the shiny new stuff. Here are the 7 Japanese motorcycle brands that veteran mechanics say will never die. Hit subscribe now and drop a comment with your own Japanese bike experience. But before we start, number 1. Honda CB Series. When mechanics talk about bulletproof motorcycles, the Honda CB Series inevitably tops their list. This isn't just another reliable bike. It's the gold standard that transformed motorcycling forever. The CB750, introduced in 1969, was dubbed the world's first superbike, and over 5 decades later, original examples are still running strong. What makes the CB Series special is Honda's uncompromising build it once, build it right philosophy. These bikes feature overbuilt engines with robust internals that simply refuse to fail. The air-cooled inline-4 engines are so meticulously engineered that mechanics report seeing original CB engines with 500,000 plus miles showing minimal internal wear. Take Mike from Colorado, whose 1976 CB550 has logged over 430,000 miles on its original engine. I've replaced consumables and maintained it properly, but the engine internals have never been touched, he explains. It still starts first kick on cold mornings. Another remarkable case is John's 1979 CB75 OAF that's accumulated 517,000 documented miles across 45 states. The engine has never been rebuilt, just regular oil changes and valve adjustments. When a master mechanic finally tore down the engine out of curiosity, he found the original piston rings still within factory tolerance. The CB's electrical system deserves special mention. Unlike British bikes of the era that earned the nickname Prince of Darkness, the CB's simplified wiring and robust components rarely develop issues. Even the dreaded CDI ignition modules last decades longer than competitors. What's truly astonishing is how these bikes hold their value. A well-maintained CB750K from the 1970s can fetch more today than its original inflation-adjusted price, something unheard of for mass-produced vehicles. This value retention speaks volumes about their legendary status. Honda's engineering was so advanced that modern CB owners report doing cross-country trips without carrying spare parts, a level of confidence no other vintage motorcycle inspires. As master mechanic Dave Miller puts it, finding a dead CB engine is like finding a unicorn. They just don't quit. Number 2. Honda Shadow/Rebel Series. Honda's dominance in reliability isn't limited to their sport and standard motorcycles. Their cruiser line, particularly the Shadow and Rebel series, has earned a reputation among mechanics as virtually unkillable. The Shadow 750 and 1100 V-twins represent perhaps the most bulletproof cruiser platform ever designed. Unlike their American competitors that emphasize style over substance, Honda engineered these engines with practical longevity as the primary goal. The result? Shadow engines routinely crossing the 300,000-mile mark with minimal issues. What makes these V-twins special is their simplicity combined with precision engineering. The 52-degree V-twin design naturally balances primary vibrations, eliminating the need for complex counterbalancers that can fail. The hydraulic valve adjustment system means owners never need to mess with valve clearances, a stark contrast to the regular adjustments required on most motorcycles. Tom, a motorcycle courier in Texas, accumulated 427,000 miles on his 1998 Shadow Ace 1100 before selling it, still running on its original engine, transmission, even clutch. I rode it daily in all weather, and it never left me stranded once, he recalls. The only reason I sold it was to buy another Shadow. Mechanics frequently report seeing Shadows with odometers that have rolled over at 100,000 miles multiple times. What's more impressive is how little internal wear these engines show when finally opened up. The specialized nickel silicon carbide cylinder coating and precision machined components maintain their tolerances far longer than expected. The shaft drive system on these bikes deserves special mention. While chain and belt drives require regular maintenance and replacement, Shadow owners report shaft drives lasting 200,000 plus miles with just occasional changes. This dramatically reduces lifetime ownership costs. Even more remarkable are the electrical systems on these bikes. Unlike their American competitors that often develop charging issues, the Shadow's charging system remains robust decade after decade. Many owners report never replacing a single electrical component despite decades of use. As mechanic Jeff Reynolds puts it, we see Harley owners spending thousands on rebuilds at 50,000 miles, while Shadow owners just keep rolling past 200,000 with basic maintenance. The difference in engineering quality is that dramatic. Number 3. Honda CBR Series. When Honda decided to enter the high-performance sport bike segment, many expected reliability would be sacrificed for speed. Instead, the CBR series proved that blistering performance and bulletproof reliability could coexist in one package. The CBR 600 and CBR 1000 engines represent some of the most durable high-performance engines ever created. While European sport bikes often require engine rebuilds after 30,000 to 40,000 miles, CBRs routinely exceed 100,000 miles with just basic maintenance, an almost unheard of lifespan for bikes that can approach 180 miles per hour. What makes these engines special is Honda's racing-derived durability testing. Every component is designed to withstand sustained high RPM use without degradation. The forged pistons, shot-peened connecting rods, and meticulously balanced crankshafts create an engine that thrives under conditions that would destroy lesser machines. Mark, a track day instructor, has put over 187,000 miles on his 2008 CBR 600RR, including 120-plus track days. The valves still measure within spec, and it makes the same power it did when new, he explains. European bikes in our fleet need valve jobs every 15,000 miles and complete rebuilds at 60,000. What's truly impressive is how CBRs maintain their performance even at high mileages. While many engines lose compression and power as they age, dyno tests on high-mileage CBRs often show negligible power loss compared to new examples. This speaks to Honda's precision manufacturing and material selection. The CBR's reliability extends beyond the engine. Their cooling systems rarely develop leaks. Electrical systems remain robust for decades, and even wear items like wheel bearings last significantly longer than competitors. This comprehensive approach to durability means CBRs cost substantially less to maintain over their lifespan. This legendary reliability directly impacts resale values. A 10-year-old CBR with 50,000 miles will typically command 20 to 30% higher prices than European competitors of similar age and mileage. Buyers understand they're investing in a machine with potentially decades of life remaining rather than looming expensive repairs. As veteran mechanic Toshiro Yamada explains, the CBR engines are overbuilt for their power output. We regularly see them exceeding 200,000 miles while still maintaining factory compression rate. No other sport bike manufacturer comes close to this level of durability. Number 4. Honda Goldwing. If there's a motorcycle that has redefined what's possible in terms of engine longevity, it's the Honda Goldwing. This luxury tourer has become legendary among mechanics for engines that seem to run indefinitely. The Goldwing's Flat 6 engine, and earlier Flat 4 designs, represents the pinnacle of Honda's engineering philosophy. These engines are so overbuilt that reaching 500,000 miles isn't just possible. It's expected with proper maintenance. The horizontally opposed cylinder layout provides perfect primary balance, dramatically reducing vibration-induced wear. What makes Goldwing engines special is their automotive-derived engineering approach. The engine's 7.8 quart oil capacity, more than many cars, provides superior cooling and lubrication. The integrated transmission eliminates alignment issues that plague separate engine/transmission designs. These features combine to create unparalleled longevity. Robert, a long-distance touring enthusiast, has accumulated 812,000 documented miles on his 1988 Goldwing GL 1500, still on the original engine that has never been rebuilt. The engine runs as smoothly today as it did 30 years ago, he notes. I've replaced every wear item on the bike multiple times, but the engine just keeps going. Even more remarkable is the million-mile Goldwing phenomenon. Multiple owners have documented crossing the million-mile threshold on their original engines, a feat unheard of in the motorcycle world. Honda even created a special million-mile club to recognize these achievements. Dealers report struggling to find used Goldwings to sell because owners simply don't get rid of them. When they do appear on the market, high-mileage examples still command premium prices because buyers know they're investing in a platform with essentially unlimited lifespan potential. The Goldwing's reliability extends to its complex auxiliary systems as well. The sophisticated electronic packages, hydraulic systems, and comfort features continue functioning decades beyond what competitors manage. This comprehensive approach to durability makes the Goldwing the undisputed champion of touring motorcycle reliability. As master mechanic Carlos Figueroa puts it, "In 30 years of motorcycle repair, I've never seen a Goldwing engine fail catastrophically. They don't even develop significant oil consumption at mileages where most engines would be on their third rebuild." Number 5. Yamaha FJR/R Series. Yamaha approaches motorcycle engineering with an almost obsessive attention to metallurgy and manufacturing precision. Their flagship models, the R Series sport bikes and FJR touring machines, demonstrate this philosophy perfectly, earning them the 5th spot on our list. What separates Yamaha engines from the competition is their fanatical approach to material science. They pioneered ceramic composite cylinder coatings that dramatically reduce friction and wear. Their connecting rods undergo a proprietary forging process that increases strength while reducing weight. These advantages compound to create extraordinary longevity. The R1 and R6 sport bikes routinely surpass 100,000 miles with minimal internal wear, remarkable for engines that can safely rev to 16,000 revolutions per minute. Even more impressive are the FJR touring bikes, which regularly exceed 300,000 miles, while maintaining their performance characteristics. Michael, a motorcycle journalist, put 389,000 miles on his 2004 FC1, which shares its engine with the R1, before selling it, still running flawlessly on its original engine internals. The valves still measured within spec at the 350,000-mile check, he recalls. "I've owned dozens of motorcycles, and nothing else comes close to this level of durability." Yamaha's Genesis engine design philosophy focuses on integrating the crankcase, cylinder block, and transmission into a single rigid unit. This approach eliminates alignment issues and reduces vibration-induced wear. The result is engines that maintain their precision tolerances far longer than conventional designs. What truly sets Yamaha apart is their consistency across product lines. While some manufacturers have reliable flagship models, but questionable budget offering, Yamaha's engineering excellence extends from their entry-level bikes to their premium models. This comprehensive commitment to quality earns them tremendous respect among mechanics. The electrical systems on these bikes deserve special mention. Yamaha's simplified wiring harnesses and high-quality connectors dramatically reduce the electrical gremlins that plague many motorcycles as they age. Many owners report never having a single electrical failure despite decades of use. As veteran mechanic James Wilson explains, Yamaha's approach to engineering is almost excessive. Components are routinely designed to handle double their expected loads. The result is engines that seem to run indefinitely with basic maintenance. Number 6. Kawasaki Ninja Series. Kawasaki has built their reputation on delivering extreme performance, but what many don't realize is that this performance comes with exceptional reliability. Their Ninja Series sport bikes have earned the 6th position on our list for combining blistering speed with bulletproof construction. What makes Kawasaki engines special is their overbuilt philosophy. While some manufacturers design to minimum specifications, Kawasaki consistently exceeds them. Their crankshafts are notably heavier than competitors. Cylinder walls are thicker, and bearing surfaces are larger. These seemingly small advantages compound to create extraordinary durability. The Ninja ZX series regularly survives years of track abuse that would destroy lesser machines. The ZX-10R and ZX-6R engines often exceed 100,000 miles without internal repairs, exceptional for motorcycles capable of 180+ miles per hour. Even more impressive are the Concours Sport Touring bikes, which share engine architecture with the Ninjas, regularly exceeding 250,000 miles. David, a motorcycle instructor, accumulated 213,000 miles on his 2006 Ninja 650 before selling it, still running on its original engine. "I taught hundreds of students on that bike, with countless hard starts, stalls, and red lines," he explains. "It never missed a beat despite this brutal service." Kawasaki's manufacturing precision deserves special mention. Their tolerance standards often exceed industry norms by 50% or more. This precision means parts mate more effectively, reducing wear points and ensuring consistent performance even as mileages climb. Mechanics report opening high-mileage Kawasaki engines and finding wear patterns that look more like 20,000-mile engines. The legendary reliability extends to Kawasaki's peripheral systems as well. Their cooling systems rarely develop leaks. Electrical components show exceptional longevity, and even their transmissions, which handle enormous torque loads, demonstrate remarkable durability. This comprehensive approach to quality makes Kawasaki's outstanding long-term investments. What's particularly notable is how Kawasaki maintains this reliability, even as they push performance boundaries. While increasing power outputs often compromises longevity, Kawasaki consistently delivers both. Their current generation superbikes make nearly 200 horsepower, while maintaining the brand's reputation for bulletproof reliability. As master mechanic Thomas Jang notes, Kawasaki engines have a distinctive overbuilt feeling when you tear them down. Components that are minimized on other brands are robust on Kawasaki's. It's like they're designed with a safety factor other manufacturers don't bother with. Number 7. Suzuki GSXR/V-Strom. Rounding out our list at number 7 is Suzuki, often considered the underdog of the Japanese Big Four, but with a well-earned reputation for building engines that refuse to quit. Their GSXR sport bikes and V-Strom adventure motorcycles represent some of the most reliable platforms in their respective categories. What makes Suzuki engines special is their focus on simplicity and accessibility. While some manufacturers pursue complex technologies, Suzuki often opts for proven designs refined to perfection. This approach results in fewer failure points and exceptional long-term reliability. The GSXR series, despite being pushed to extremes by generations of sport bike enthusiasts, demonstrates remarkable durability. The engines regularly exceed 100,000 miles without internal repairs, extraordinary for motorcycles that spend significant time at high RPMs. Even more impressive are the V-Strom adventure bikes, which routinely surpass 200,000 miles with basic maintenance. James, a motorcycle courier, accumulated over 312,000 miles on his 2008 Hayabusa, Suzuki's flagship hyperbike capable of 186+ miles per hour. The engine has never been opened up beyond valve checks, he explains. It still pulls like new and doesn't use a drop of oil between changes. Suzuki's engineering brilliance extends to their maintenance design. Components that require regular service are easily accessible, dramatically reducing maintenance costs and encouraging owners to stay on schedule. This practical approach means Suzuki spend more time on the road and less time in the shop. The SACS, Suzuki Advanced Cooling System, deserves special mention. This oil cooling system supplements traditional water cooling, reducing thermal stress on critical components. The result is engines that maintain consistent tolerances despite extreme operating conditions, a key factor in their exceptional longevity. Perhaps most remarkable is Suzuki's consistent quality across production runs. While some manufacturers have notable problem years, Suzuki maintains exceptional standards across generations. This consistency has earned them tremendous loyalty among owners who appreciate drama-free ownership. What truly sets Suzuki apart is their ability to deliver this reliability at competitive price points. Their motorcycles typically cost less than competitors while delivering comparable, or better, durability. This value proposition makes them particularly attractive to practical riders who prioritize long-term reliability over brand prestige. As veteran mechanic Robert Chen explains, Suzukis aren't flashy, but they're the bikes mechanics often recommend to friends. Their engines simply don't develop problems. They just run and run with basic maintenance. For pure reliability at a reasonable price, they're tough to beat. What makes these 7 Japanese motorcycle brands so extraordinarily reliable? The answer lies in a manufacturing philosophy fundamentally different from their Western counterparts. Japanese motorcycle manufacturing emerged from post-war industrial philosophy that prioritized efficiency, continuous improvement, Kaizen, and zero-defect production, while American and European manufacturers often emphasize styling and brand heritage. Japanese companies focused relentlessly on engineering fundamentals. This approach led to several key advantages. First, Japanese manufacturers pioneered automated precision manufacturing when competitors still relied heavily on hand assembly. Their components maintained tighter tolerances consistently, resulting in better fit, reduced wear, and longer service life. Second, Japanese companies invested heavily in metallurgy research, developing proprietary alloys and treatments that dramatically improved component durability. Their cylinder bore treatments, valve seat materials, and bearing surfaces simply outlast Western alternatives. Third, and perhaps most importantly, Japanese manufacturers embrace the concept of designing for maintenance. While some premium European brands notoriously require extensive disassembly for basic service, Japanese motorcycles typically allow easy access to wear items. This practical approach encourages regular maintenance, further extending longevity. The cumulative effect of these advantages created motorcycles that routinely outlast their Western counterparts by factors of 3 or more. While 50,000 miles represents significant mileage for many European motorcycles, it's barely broken in for these Japanese legends. As we look to the future, an important question emerges. Will modern Japanese motorcycles maintain this legendary reliability? The evidence suggests a complex answer. On one hand, increasing emissions regulations and performance demands have made modern engines more complex. Variable valve timing, ride-by-wire throttles, and sophisticated electronic packages create additional potential failure points. These technologies can compromise the bulletproof simplicity that made older Japanese motorcycles so reliable. On the other hand, Japanese manufacturers continue to prioritize engineering excellence. Modern manufacturing techniques actually allow for even tighter tolerances than before. Advanced materials science provides components that resist wear better than ever, and computerized engine management can potentially extend engine life by optimizing operating conditions. Early data on motorcycles from the 2000s suggests that while they may not quite match the legendary durability of the 1980s to 1990s golden era, they still significantly outperform non-Japanese alternatives. A 2012 Honda CBR or Yamaha FZ will likely still be running strong decades after many of its European competitors have been scrapped. For riders seeking maximum reliability, the sweet spot appears to be Japanese motorcycles from the late 1990s through early 2000s. These bikes combined refined engineering with simpler electronics and fewer emissions compromises, creating perhaps the perfect reliability formula. The practical implications of this reliability difference are profound for motorcycle buyers. A premium European motorcycle might cost 30 to 50% more than its Japanese competitor, yet require expensive service at half the mileage intervals. Over a decade of ownership, the cost difference can be staggering. More importantly, these Japanese motorcycles offer peace of mind that's difficult to quantify. The confidence of knowing your bike will start reliably after sitting all winter, or won't leave you stranded on a remote mountain pass, has immense practical value. For those who view motorcycles as investments, these Japanese legends offer something rare in the vehicle world: the potential to actually appreciate. Well-maintained examples of CB75 Okyo S, early Goldwings, and first-generation GSXRs are already commanding prices exceeding their inflation-adjusted original costs. This trend will likely accelerate as fewer pristine examples remain available. The evidence is overwhelming. These 7 Japanese motorcycle brands represent engineering excellence that established new standards for reliability. While European and American manufacturers have made significant improvements in recent decades, they're still playing catch-up to a standard set by these Japanese legends. For riders who value reliability above all else, the choice is clear. These 7 Japanese motorcycle brands offer durability that borders on mythical, machines that don't just last for years but for decades and hundreds of thousands of miles. As you've seen, the quality gap isn't subtle. It's dramatic and measurable. Japanese motorcycles routinely accumulate 2 to 3 times the mileage of their premium European counterparts before requiring major service. This reliability difference becomes increasingly pronounced as bikes age beyond warranty coverage. The luxury landscape has shifted. Today's smart motorcycle buyers aren't just looking at power figures or brand prestige. They're investigating long-term reliability data that tells the real story. And when that data speaks, it consistently points to these 7 legendary Japanese motorcycle brands. What motorcycle brands do you trust with your money? Have you experienced the legendary reliability of Japanese motorcycles firsthand? Comment below with your experiences, and if you found this information valuable, hit subscribe, because the motorcycle industry is changing fast, and you won't want to miss what comes next.